Okay, so perfect. So, but the way you already started, so tell the launch control community, the launch control family, a little bit about yourself.
Oh, okay. Tell me. All right. So pretty much, I've been doing real estate acquisitions for a couple of years now. I was actually a launch control user back in like 2020, I believe, somewhere around there. And so I don't know why, but I got off of it, and I just got back on a couple months ago. Like I said, I don't know why I got off. I should have never done that. But so far, my experience from jumping back on a couple months ago has been really good. So, I'm getting a lot of conversations going. Definitely, it helps to speed up the process versus like cold calling. So, yeah, so that's it.
I agree 100%. And especially because the texting opens a lot of other opportunities. Basically, if you go with the cold calling and direct mail, the process is irreversible. But if you go with texting, after texting, you can also call the person and you can also send a direct email and so on and so on. So there are definitely a lot of windows of opportunity that the texting creates. I agree 100% with what you said. And basically, what impact has launch control had on your business?
Well, I guess kind of, little bit of what I just mentioned. I feel like it's a lot more efficient, right? Like I'm able to send out a batch of text messages and get a lot more responses like right away. So I'm able to get, either whether they're interested or not, I know right away, right? And so I can get that done within 30 minutes to an hour, per batch. I'm able to warm up a lot of leads and kind of, prevent kind of like the rejection from the cold calling or other sources. So that does help a lot. Yeah, so I guess it's just more of like an efficiency thing.
Okay, and now that you mentioned basically understanding where the conversation is at by just getting a positive or a negative response, could you maybe walk us through a recent deal that you had?
Yeah, so I think I got a little lucky after recently jumping back on launch control. We started back like mid-March, and I kid you not, like 2 days into doing this, we ended up getting the deal. So it was, I guess, like I said, like, just that luck of like jumping back on. So I did end up getting a deal there. It was like a absentee vacant owner, and everything was pretty smooth, 30-day close, and it was a 15K deal. So since then, I just like, okay, I've been tracking my KPIs and trying to see, how many texts I need to be sending out in order to kind of duplicate that. So that's been my recent success, and I've had a bunch of other warm conversations, and some good leads that maybe they haven't converted yet, but they're like right there, like we're having a pretty good nurture process with them.
Yeah, like a back and forth. Yeah, constant back and forth. Well, now pretty good that you also said that. So can you elaborate a little bit on that? Like you said, the process being on nurture and a little bit a type of a personalized approach. So could you elaborate on your follow-up effort? So what does follow-up mean to you, and in what way do you think it affects the real estate business and the way that you use the texting platform?
So follow up for me when it comes to a text lead. I mean, I do a couple qualifying questions just to kind of see where they're at. And I do try to get them on the phone as soon as possible. So basically the text is just kind of like putting the foot in the door, and then, I'll see how, like, I'll kind of fill them out. I'll get them on a call, and if it sounds like something that's they're interested in kind of doing something, then I'm kind of looking at their timeline and seeing if we're able to do something within that 30-day time frame, or if not, I'll put them into my CRM and then kind of like follow up with them a little bit more closely versus maybe a response that didn't sound too ready. I'll just put them on like a follow-up drip campaign and let launch control take care of that.
Okay, I see. I like that.
Yeah.
That is awesome. I really do like that. Any other than pretty much, well, we did talk about the follow-up campaigns and what it means to real estate business, especially when it comes to the texting platform and all the opportunities that open by actually having the ability to constantly follow up with a prospect without actually spamming or being tagged. as a spammer or anything pretty much like that. Do you have any other general investing hacks that you can share with us?
Uh, hmm, that's a good question. I mean, as far as like with launch control is concerned,
Like
I mean,
what's something that you feel like is unique that you do that makes the difference?
hmm, well, I guess, I mean, I'm always following up, like regardless of what they say, even if they say, you know, not interested, to me, that means not yet. So it's, you know, I'm just always following up with them. So I think that definitely makes a difference. And I know that's something that a lot of people say, it's all in the follow up, but it, you know, really is true. If you don't follow up, then, you know, someone else like me is going to take that opportunity away. So, you know, it might not be something different or like unique or anything, but it's just something that I feel like some people don't do. So it's easy for, you know, someone else to kind of take that, you know what I mean?
Okay, so we basically came to a conclusion that the deals are indeed in the follow-ups. Okay, Lisa, last question, and pretty much, do you have any last words of wisdom before we let you go?
Well, I guess, you know, if someone is on the fence about what, you know, texting platform, or even if they should do texting, there definitely is, you know, something like there is a market there, right? You definitely get a lot of responses. You're able to filter out, you know, any leads, a lot more conversations, you know. It does help with people that are afraid to cold call. So it's definitely a good alternative to, you know, and it's honestly very, I think cost effective too. So for someone that's kind of more on a low budget, is definitely a way to go if you're not, you know, trying to cold call. So I would recommend it.
I agree on that as well. I mean, well, the vast majority of today's population of, well, pretty much everybody, the people in general are mostly using texting. I mean, I feel like they're not even looking in front of themselves while walking on the street.
Yeah.
It's all the constantly
Always on the phone.
texting.
Yeah. That's true. Because see, most people, they probably won't answer an unknown call, but they'll easily respond to like a random text, you know, so you do get a lot more conversations going that
Yeah,
way.
definitely hits the psychological side of texting and cold calling. Like the difference is like when you cold call someone, you're like, oh my God, like you get stressed out, especially because a lot of people get anxious when somebody gets them on a call. But when you get a text, it's like, I can reply right.
Yeah.
I can hit them with the scene and then I can reply a little bit later, right? Till I get everything together in my head. But yeah, I agree. A lot of opportunities, and plus pretty much 70% of everybody, they're all texting. They're not too much calling at the moment, but I think the texting platform and the texting campaigns in general are just going to continue growing and growing even more and more until it basically takes over as the number one platform for reaching out or engaging with the customers. Okay, well, Lisa, I cannot thank you enough. Sorry about that, but actually I can. What I can give you, I would like to give you a few initial templates free of charge, definitely. I will order them, and once they're done, they will be manually uploaded into your account. You will, of course, get notified, and you'll be good to go on sending them.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. My pleasure, Lisa. I appreciate you for taking the time to have this both success call as well as giving your testimonial. So I really, really appreciate it. I believe that your words will definitely inspire a certain number of people and get them going and get the top tier as one of the best investors in the whole country. I believe that really.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. It will definitely. So Lisa, with that being said, again, thank you so much. I appreciate you for your time. As you already know, me personally, as well as the whole Launch Control family, is at your full disposal. So any questions, feel free to reach out to us. Do not hesitate.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. All left for me to say, Lisa, is to wish you an amazing day, an amazing week ahead, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
You as well. Bye-bye.